I'm tired of working, man. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of going to these jobs. It's not even about my particular job. It's not about any job I've had. I'm just tired of the whole job system. I'm tired of this understanding or this belief that we have to go to work 5 to 6 to 7 days a week to barely afford to eat. I mean, who made these rules? Why do we do these things? Who made it to where someone told us, yeah, 40 hours a week or more, you're going to make this amount and you're going to work this difficult you're about, 65, and then you're going to retire and maybe barely have a fucking enough to actually survive. And then guess what? In about 2 or 3 years, you're going to die, or you're going to die before you even fucking hit 65. I digress. I don't know about you all, but I'm tired. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little emotional. Sometimes you got to make yourself laugh in the pain. I'm tired, bro. I don't know about you, but I'm tired, man. Yeah, and at this point, it's just like, dog, it's not even about looking for another job. I'm tired of looking for jobs. I don't even want to put in a job application. I'm tired of Indeed. I'm tired of ZipRecruiter. I'm tired of people scamming you. Oh, we got this job for you, but it's really not a job. It's some job in Malaysia or Asia or somewhere overseas. You don't even speak the language. Man, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Some people will say, oh man, that means you're lazy. I don't give a fuck. That makes me lazy. Oh well. Oh well.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. In a world where the cost of living is through the roof, job prospects are nearly non-existent, and every paycheck seemingly buys you less and less, it's no wonder that people in the workforce around the world are feeling demoralized and dejected, and feeling that the juice is no longer worth the squeeze. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at people around the world that are feeling tired and burnt out from life. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
I don't want to work anymore because I'm working every day very hard and I never had money. Fucking shit. So, everything is expensive, motherfucker. So, I don't know a la chingada porque I never have money in my wallet, a la verga, so I don't know. I do, la verga, chingada madre. Tell me something, motherfucker.
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying to save enough and get passive income so I can go travel the world and start my life. Like, everyone thinks their purpose is to work. Like, you get done with high school, then you go to college for 4 years, then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you're trying to find a job just so you can pay off that debt over the next 3 years. And then what? Then you're making enough money just to pay your mortgage and afford groceries and then pay for kids. And then before you know it, you're 60 and you're retiring and your body hurts because of your job and you didn't do anything that you wanted to do. And that's our life. That's what you're expected to do. And if you break out of that, then people are going to judge you and think you're weird or you're crazy or you're a hippie. I'm so sick of it. America needs to make a change. Something needs to change because people are not happy here. People are not living their dreams. People are not living their life. They are working. They think that their work is their life. It is not that way.
Okay, so I'm caught in two minds about this. The one part of me is like, yes, human beings need to be responsible, need to be productive, and contribute to society and humanity at large. I get it. The other part of me is like, well, when do you dedicate time to your own personal exploits and discovering and creating and achieving and doing things that are fulfilling to you as a human being on an innate personal level? Nobody ever said that this life was about going traveling and being happy and having all of your heart's desires being met and being fulfilled. However, the other end of that is nobody said you have to trudge through life being miserable, having no hope or enjoyment or anything to put a skip in your step and keep you happy and at least tolerating your situation.
I'm so tired of the vicious circle of working and exhausting myself so much I can't even put the work in. I go through 1,000 scenarios a day of quitting my job, but it seems to never prevail. And although I'm screaming in my head, you look at me dead in the eyes and I smile. I smile on the outside while I cry on the inside, feeling like I'm destined for so much more. And I say thank you, and can I help you when I can't wait to walk out that door. I'm 1,000 years older than what I was meant to be when I made it, and my desire burns the kind of hole through me I fall out of, and I can't explain it. We live to work and we work to live, to make ends meet when ends never meet because they're opposite each other. So who told us it's a circle when we're living on the edge? I'm so tired. Oh, the vicious circle of working, I'm so exhausted, I can't put the work in.
I remember the first time I got burnout really bad, and speaking to my therapist, doing a lot of research, I realised there are so many different ways our body tries to tell us that we're either burnt out or on the verge of burnout. This one was the biggest one because I think a lot of times we mix up stress and burnout because it does feel, they're both shit, so they just kind of feel really similar. But stress is more like when there's an overload. It feels like there's too much on your plate, there's too much to do. Whereas burnout is feeling like there's not enough. So you feel like you don't have enough motivation, you don't have enough care, you don't have enough energy. Both heavy feelings, but one's coming from a place of overload, whereas burnout is coming more from a place of lack. Also getting like random headaches that would come on really quickly. I remember going through a phase where I would get these really weird pulley headaches here, and it would happen every time I look at a screen. For me to get them so quickly and so frequently was really a clear sign that there was something in my body that is used to responding in a way to something it sees every day, and it's no longer able to do that. I just tell you, whatever function in your body is tired, it's drained, and it needs a rest. Also just being extra irritable and getting anger outbursts. There could be a lot of reasons that cause this. It might be hormonal issues, but again, this was something that I remember going through. It just being in ways that they just were very out of character. That's probably a big sign that you're not getting enough joy. So again, it's like that not having enough that is causing the burnout. Isolation out of character. Of course, if you're someone who genuinely likes to be by yourself or is an introvert like me, that could again be something that you would just think, okay, this is just me, I just don't want to be around people. But you know when your isolation is out of character. So for me, even though I'm an introvert, I get a lot of energy from being around my people, so like my friends and my family. Whereas when I was going through this burnout, I didn't want to be around anyone. So again, that is a very big telltale sign that my body is burnt out, probably not enough energy, and I didn't feel like I was able to be my usual cheery self, so I just wanted to be away from other people. Like loss of satisfaction, joy, or feelings of accomplishment from things that you previously would have gotten it from. There were a lot of things that I found joy in with my business. There were certain tasks, certain things about running the business that I absolutely loved. Also a point that I wasn't even enjoying that, and it was just kind of like meh. In fact, the final point, it was indifferent. Feeling indifferent about things that you once upon a time got joy from, again, is another massive sign of burnout. You can use these signs to catch the burnout early, because sometimes it's just like your body's telling you that if you don't slow it down, it's going to get a bit tough in here. So I think it's really good to know these signs so that you're able to get in front of it.
Having taken a look at those signs of burnout, I'm not too sure whether I've experienced burnout in my life ever at all. However, I will say this, in doing research for this video, I noticed a certain trend that it's mostly women that speak out openly about feeling burnt out. Guys will make fun of, their mental states and how they feel. They'll make jokes about it. They'll make memes, but then they'll get on with it. And I think maybe that's a physiological advantage that we have as men, because we've got this wonderful thing called testosterone that really does keep the engine going. That being said, I do need to say this to the women. Shout out to you guys. You guys are able to get it together for 5 days out of the month where you're bleeding and not dying and going through an emotional hormonal reset every 28 days, only to do it again a month later. And you still have to see through all of your grown-up activities and commitments and responsibilities. And if you caught slacking, you don't have much of an excuse because we are all equal. So yeah, ladies, shout out to you guys. It's crazy how you guys are able to do it. But yeah, man, as for dudes, we may experience burnout and fatigue and just a general downer differently to women. But I think it's a good thing if we all just take a step back and acknowledge signs of not feeling exactly 100% and taking the steps that are necessary to get yourself back feeling zen and one with your inner happiness and being.
You're not OCD. You're neat and organized. You don't have ADHD. You're overwhelmed from trying to juggle too many things at once. You're not depressed. You just haven't had the space to process some of the things you've been carrying. You've given that partner way too many chances, and each chance results in self-disappointment and a low self-esteem. Mental illnesses are not cutesy adjectives to describe your personality. So let's start using these terms appropriately.
So what you're telling me is I have to go to a place every day for 9 hours, 5 days a week. That includes traveling to that place and then still traveling home, because that's not my time. So let's say, for example, that is, my team leader said this in the week, we spend at least 12 hours a day for 5 days at work. That is 1, 2, 3, for a lot of hours for me to then get off for 48 hours and then still be broke at the end of it all. That sounds pretty scamish to me, don't you think? That sounds like a scam. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Who came up with this? Who made the rules? Because I think it's about time we sit down and we have a conversation and say, listen here, buddy, this is not working anymore. We need something, because this is a scam, guys. We are being scammed.
The scam doesn't start when you enter the workforce. The scam starts right in the beginning when you start school. I remember in primary school, I think it was my 4th grade year, I won an award for attending every single day of school through sickness, through health, through the ups and the downs. Your boy was there and I won an actual award for that shit. And looking back now, I can't believe that was something that I endured. When I think back to my previous employment, I realized that actually, you know what? I only missed 2 days, which were due to writing an exam at the time. Otherwise, I was there every day, all day, throughout every one of those working days, which is highly, highly annoying. It even got to a point where I didn't take my leave days on both years that I was at my previous company. And I would absolutely hate Sundays when it's time to get ready to prepare for work on Monday. That being said, bills don't pay themselves. Obligations don't stop coming. Commitments are still there and valid, whether you like to work or not. So the only option that you have as a fully grown adult is to pull up your big boy undies and get on with it.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of fucking working. I just want to fucking curl up in my goddamn bed and sleep all damn day. Fuck. But then my motherfucking ass will feel guilty for even doing that shit, even on an off day. Like, my personality just thinks I need to be working constantly, and if I ever decide to take a break, then you're wrong for taking a break, even though you need a break and you're burnt the fuck out. But you can't do that, because if you stop doing that, you're not gonna make any money, and if you don't make any money, then you're not gonna be able to afford any of the things that you have. Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm fucking tired, bro.
Hey you, if you have to drag yourself through 5 days just to enjoy 2, something's definitely broken. Do you ever stop and ask yourself, what am I doing this all for? You wake up Monday, already counted down till Friday. You live for the weekend, but dread every morning before it. And somehow that's supposed to be normal. That's what they tell us. If 5 out of 7 days of your life feel like a prison sentence, maybe it's time to stop settling for survival and start questioning the system that we're in. See, I used to tell myself, it's just the way life is. Bills, work, repeat. But you know what that really is? It's a slow death. Because you weren't born to just pay bills and be tired. That's not what God put us here for. And if nobody said it to you lately, it's okay to want more. It's okay to say that this ain't it. There's more to life than this. What's not okay is staying stuck in a life you hate just because it's familiar and you're comfortable. Listen, if that hit home, don't just scroll and forget it. I want you to think about what you're doing and really what it's costing you.
I don't know about you, but hearing that old bald guy speak like that, there's a certain element of wisdom that's inspired me, at least, to look for certain other avenues in which to explore in order to have a fulfilling life outside of a traditional 9-to-5 type working environment. I think it would be good advice for just the ordinary person to do that as well. Find something that you're passionate about, that you enjoy, and that can bring in an income on the side that would eventually replace your current income from your job, which I'm assuming you hate. Then yes, figure something out and start plotting your escape from the drudgery of the 9-to-5. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you feeling tired, worn out, burnt out, and not compensated enough for your efforts? Do you feel as though your inner spirit is dying a slow and painful death? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, hit the like button because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button because I'm still trying to run these numbers up and get to my goal of 1,000 subs. Thanks for watching. Peace.